All right, let's jump in. Scott Pelley on 60 Minutes Sunday. He's a real weirdo, isn't he? Cut one, go.
McCabe is a lifelong Republican who had a sterling 21-year career at the FBI.
So notice how he builds him up. The guy was fired, which is really rare, and under investigation for lying, for leaking. He violates FBI policy. He undermines his own agency. He's one of the leaders of a coup. So Scott Pelley of 60 Minutes. What's with all these guys with the lockjaw? Who talks like this? But he tries to protect him. Go ahead.
Serving as head of counterterrorism and number 2 under Comey. But he was fired last year for allegedly lying to his own agents about a story he leaked to a newspaper. Not since Watergate has the FBI been drawn so deeply into presidential politics.
The FBI wasn't drawn into presidential politics. The FBI, at the top, was leading a coup. And this is what amazes me. It's a bombshell! My God! It's a bomb! That's a real bombshell. It's a real bombshell. It's a shocking bombshell. I want you to really think about it. The news cycle moves so fast, they try and distract you with their BS. Hey, look at the New York Times. Don't look at the New York Times. Ignore the New York Times. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. We need to stay focused. We had an effort underway within our government to overthrow our government. We had an effort to overthrow our government with the support of the media and the support of the Democrat Party, individuals within the Obama administration, people within the FBI, people in the Hillary Clinton campaign, Democrats in Congress are still at it. Let's listen to some more of this. Cut 2, go.
You were accused of providing information to a Wall Street Journal reporter because you thought the story the Journal was writing was going to be wrong. Do I have that right?
That's correct.
Now, let me stop you there. Since when are senior FBI officials in the official business of leaking to the press? That's amazing to me. Go ahead.
You are authorized by the FBI to release information to the media.
That's correct.
Well, it seems to me it's not exactly correct, jackass, because you were fired and you're under investigation. Hey, that's correct. Seems a little 1930s, this guy. You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Producer? Little 1930s to me. Go ahead.
You did so through the Public Affairs Office at the FBI.
I did.
And you also didn't, did you? It's a Donald Trump conspiracy. They're all out to get me. Cut 3, go.
How long was it after that you decided to start the obstruction of justice?
Now, he's referring to the firing of Comey. So McCabe says, this is obstruction of justice. They just fired my friend. This is remarkable. Go ahead.
How long was it after that you decided to start the obstruction of justice and counterintelligence investigations involving the president?
Now, let's stop. Those are two different types of investigation. He started an obstruction of justice investigation of the President of the United States for firing Jim Comey, which the President has the authority to do. Just another pretext. Just another pretext. You got to follow the course of this thing. This was going on long before Trump was President of the United States. He was a candidate. And the FBI was trying to take this guy out. The Strzok and Page texts, the leaks to the media, the Russian collusion claims, and now obstruction, you see. Now you got the Southern District of New York investigating the campaign, investigating the inauguration. These are Comey's friends. He ran the Southern District of New York. Go ahead.
The next day, I met with the team investigating the Russia cases, and I asked the team to go back and conduct an assessment to determine where are we with these efforts and what steps do we need to take.
But why
forward.
would you? When the Deputy Attorney General of the United States, Rosenstein, wrote the underlying memo, as Eli Lake points out today, to fire Comey. Why would you think this is obstruction of justice? And ladies and gentlemen, if it's an obstruction of justice investigation, how the hell does Mr. Rosenstein remain in charge of the special counsel? This whole thing is so slimy. It's so disgusting. It's unbelievable. Go ahead.
I was very concerned that I was able to put the Russia case on absolutely solid ground.
This guy is scary. He's got a fascistic mindset. Sue me, ass, and you'll see what it's like, pal. You see what kind of discovery you get in civil court, which is incredible. This guy has a tyrannical mindset. He's going to set things straight. I think he's got a loose screw, to be perfectly honest with you. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
Bizarre. Some of these analysts, former prosecutors, former New Jersey judges, and so forth. So any effort by the president to defend his office and himself from this coup, well, that would be obstruction of justice. That's a bombshell. No, it's not. What's taken place here, that these instrumentalities of the left within the government, a cabal. It's real. Trying to take down the President of the United States. That should be the focus. That should be the focus. And they don't believe there's any consequence for this because they have the media in their back pocket. And they have useful idiots in their back pocket. Obstruction of justice.